Hello, my name is Brendan O'Farrell. I'm the president and founding partner of DCN Diagnostics.
And I'm Pat Vaughan. I'm the Chief Operating Officer here at DCN, and I run all our development programs.
One of the great challenges I think that we have in the diagnostics industry or field in general is the fact that new things arise all the time. And there's been a lot of effort put in over the course of the last decade or so to really try to be in a position to rapidly respond to challenges like SARS-CoV-2. And I think this, if there is any positive that comes out of this situation, is going to help to refine the system by which we can rapidly respond. So particularly on the molecular diagnostic side, it's very possible to generate primers very, very quickly. What's been challenging is more the infrastructure around taking the samples, getting the testing done, getting everything scaled very, very quickly, and ensuring that the communication amongst all of the necessary cogs in that system is efficient. So getting the tests actually developed and deployed, I do believe is going to be a relatively more efficient process next time around. The same will be true in the protein world, where when we're looking at immunoassays, obviously it takes time to develop completely new antibodies to completely new viruses or any infectious agent. But in this instance, a coronavirus like this has significant homologous domains to every other coronavirus. So again, it comes back to the cost-benefit analysis of saying, okay, can we deploy an assay that perhaps has some cross-reactivity but has adequate positive predictive value to catch something that comes along quickly? And I think there's going to be a much more receptive environment to that thought process the next time than there was this time.
And I think what's fascinating as well is how we now use antibodies that are being generated by infected people. So those patients taking their blood and obviously purifying the antibodies, both for therapeutic use, right? So we can take antibodies from those patients, and they can be used as neutralizing antibodies, as therapies, as therapeutics against the virus. But the other aspect of it, looking at it from the assay developer's point of view, now we can take those B cells from those people that are producing those antibodies. We can take those B cells and now grow them in culture and produce an indefinite supply of antibodies that have been generated against that virus. So we can very rapidly now get the key reagents for immunoassays and turn around and develop lateral flow or rapid tests very efficiently and much more quickly than we could in the past.
And how do you think engineered antibodies can play into that?
I think that's going to be very important. I think especially in the case of where we're taking those B cells from people, where we can engineer it, where we can manipulate those antibodies, change the isotypes. So we all know that the first type of antibody that's generated in a human immune response is an IgM. Now, you and I know that IgMs don't always play nice in our hands. Sometimes they can be very difficult to use. So if we can change those and change the isotope to IgG, which we can by antibody engineering, we effectively make a very usable reagent very, very quickly.